America's Mayor Confidential. This is going to be our new show, still in the development stage. Probably we'll have it ready about 2 weeks from now. It'll be a show in which we give you additional content specials that we produce right now. And we may show this some of this anyway because it'll get dated. We're doing well, I'm going to play real estate appraiser, and Ted is in Palm Beach, and we're looking at comparables to Mar-a-Lago to figure out judge was, the judge who comes out of the Democratic machine in New York that's trying Donald Trump. We'll go into great depth on the hard drive and be able, because it's a tighter, smaller audience, we'll be able to actually show you the things in the hard drive that corroborate what's coming out. It'll also leave you with a very angry feeling this all could have been done 3-4 years ago. And then we'll analyze the outline that I gave to the State Department and to Barr in early 2020, which outlines about 9 federal crimes for which Biden could have been prosecuted before he announced for president. We'll go through that in the kind of detail it deserves, with your being able to call in and ask us questions. So that should be ready in about 2 weeks. And I don't know if you noticed, but this week we've been on Newsmax 2, and we'll be on there. Is it on at 8 to 9, Ted, there, or is it on at the same time, 7 to 8, on Newsmax?
So we're going to be on Newsmax 2, 8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern on Newsmax 2.
N2.
N2?
Yeah, that's what they're going with, yeah. It's called N2. Newsmax 2.
Newsmax N2. Is that special? Did I do something special there? So these are, and it's really a motive behind this, and that's so we can be in prime shape for the beginning of next year, because next year may be the most important year in terms of the future of our country ever, except maybe the one in which we won our independence, because they're trying to take it away from us. I wish I was exaggerating, and I wish I was being hyperbolic. I didn't think I would ever say that. You're looking at a guy that resisted every conspiracy theory that was ever developed by anyone. And now, unfortunately, I never thought could happen are happening. The other thing that's remarkable about what's happening, and this is the kind of stuff we can go into more detail on and have some experts with us. It is uncanny, if you were to read Marx, how it is almost an exact description in the order in which it happened about the transformation of America. You know the first thing Marx wanted to do? Get God out. Well, when did we take prayer out of the schools, huh? And then the next thing is he's got to. What the heck is kneeling down during the national anthem all about? What's burning the flag all about? What's taking down statues of Columbus and Lincoln and Theodore Roosevelt, whose family fought in the Civil War to free the slave, to get you to hate this country? It's not. This wasn't done because they're crazy and I wish it was. It's all connected. It's got a purpose. It's got a plan. It's very ancient in some ways, and it's very modern. Soros has written about one world. Soros hates the American nationality. He thinks nationalism is, I don't know what he thinks it is. I can't speak for Soros. He's a very, very complex man who has done more damage to this country probably than almost anyone. But it's Soros's plan, it's Obama's plan, it's Klaus Schwab's plan, it's Gates' plan. The idea is these nationalities create the wars. So we'll have no nationality world. Meanwhile, China's sitting there saying, thanks, Dirks, because we're going to take over that one big world. Because, one thing you don't have is an army, and we do. And we got lots of people. And if America doesn't have an army that can compete with us, nobody can contain us. And thank you very much, you're doing a really good job of demilitarizing, or turning their soldiers into woke advocates who are more interested in equity than in fighting to save the lives of Americans. So there's a lot going on that you got to understand for the 2024 election. And that's what we'll be doing confidential. So I'm going to sign off tonight, and I want you all to have a really wonderful, wonderful weekend. And on Sunday, Dr. Maria and I will be on Uncovering the Truth between 10 and 11, which always turns out to be sometimes we get the best questions on Sunday. I don't know why that is. Also, we'll be back at 3, WABCradio.com, and we'll be back here at 7 o'clock.
And then at 8 o'clock on Newsmax 2. We want everyone to check out our show and see how that turns out for our debut.
This week was what, like a test? They were doing a test?
Yeah, they weren't promoting it, but Monday's going to be the big first day here. So we're excited.
And let's hope that Israel is just moves forward. The sooner they get this over with, the fewer people will die. An extended war always leads to more casualties. If you're going to have a war, and this is used to be, this is sort of basic doctrine. You use overwhelming force and you get it over with quickly. Now, Biden prevented Bibi from doing that. He had 300,000 troops at the border. He would have followed that rule. He would have saved more lives that way. But he would have lost the support of the United States, which he needs. So he threaded the needle, and I don't criticize him for it. But I was very, very happy to see that the socialist president of Israel will have none of this Biden ceasefire, which is only intended to help the side that Biden really is on, which is the Iranian side. It's a horrible thing to say, but it is absolutely true. Well, have a great weekend. We'll be back with you Sunday and then Monday, and say a prayer for the people of Israel. Say a prayer for the people of the United States.